Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new episode of the Mixing Pot Podcast. I am your boy Chef Tariq. We got Chef Drewski, Chef Kayla. What's up, gang?
What's good, y'all?
How you guys feeling today?
Feeling fucking great. Let's get it.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
You guys
I can't complain. I liked her response though.
Oh, I'm feeling so great.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's
Yep.
going on?
I had an amazing weekend, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Episode 14. This is great, guys. I'm excited. This is 14 episodes in. We live on Kayla's Instagram right now as well. So Kayla,
Yep.
where can they go to
You
check
guys
us
can
out
find
live?
me at ZOE_KEYLA. That's at Soya_Kayla. And I'll be going live pretty much every week. I feel like
Look,
we got this good little setup going. So
yeah, look, guys,
Today.
this is the beginning of us going live, weekly on Twitch as well. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitch, Chef Tariq _CO22. We're gonna be doing mixing up with Chef Tariq on there, mixing pop podcast on here every Wednesday. So look, as Kayla goes live, we're going live on Twitch. So look, there we go.
yes, let's go.
But we're gonna get right into it, guys. So our drink of the day is Chardonnay. We're gonna have some wine themes. So this is a cork. So the last two times I think we've had wine, we didn't have a cork on, right? I know the first time I had Drew, you had what, the Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
It just had a cap on, right?
Just had a cap.
Screw on.
Yep. So we actually have a cork today. So I'm gonna show you guys how to actually do that. So
Love it.
like we normally do when we have a wine bottle, you present it to your guest. So we have a J. Laurel Chardonnay 2020 from Monterey County. And then we'll go ahead and cut it with our wine key. Basically, we would just cut the ends off of the wrapping, basically. And you just peel it off. Ooh, if I can actually get it. And then we would take our actual corkscrew, put it right in the middle of our cork, and just twist. And then from there, you just pull your cork up. You want to go take it easy. And voila. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We pulled out our cork. It smells pretty.
Close.
It smells pretty nice.
Yes, that applause button. Let's get it.
And of course, when we do white wine, we want to make sure are we counting? What is it? 1, 2, 3, and twisting. So that'll be Kayla's.
Thank you, Tariq.
This.
1, 2, 3. Is that the triple one? Yeah, it is. Damn. I'll get that to Nazir. We'll take one of these.
Nice.
So that'll be Drew's, and then I'll have this one.
Word.
Alrighty. Ooh. Alright, guys.
This is for you.
Let's clean it up.
Watch out though, because it has a
Cheers,
crack on the other
guys.
side. So sip from the other
So
side.
you just want to kill me?
Your brother. I'll take the glasses.
Be
Okay.
careful, Nas.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mixing podcast. I like this. It's not as dry,
Yeah.
and I like wines that aren't as dry with the finish,
I feel like it's definitely a little bit on the thicker side.
Yeah.
the viscosity of it.
Yeah.
Can you taste anything from it?
Yeah, for sure. Citrus.
Crisp.
Yeah.
Some apple notes to it.
Yeah. Lemon, lime.
It does have a very citrus finish, or citrus body, I would say.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikki.
This one says it's malolactic barrel. Malolactic barrel fermentation with a surly aging. Make this wine rich and flavorful yet
Let me
balanced
see it.
by fresh acidity.
What does it say? Mulatto. Oh, malolactic.
That's what I
Malolactic,
was
that's
gonna
what
say.
I was
Malolactic. Yeah.
Malolactic.
Malolactic taste. So it got some oak to it. And this one says it pairs well with roasted chicken, seafood dishes.
Okay, I can totally see that.
Fruit flavors.
Yeah.
For sure.
This one is definitely the oldest one we've had so far, a wine. So
The oldest, what year is it?
2020. But I
Okay.
mean, we've had 2021
21's,
Yeah.
basically. So
Love you too.
I think the last one was 2022, right?
no,
The twist I had.
maybe,
I think that was 2022.
Okay.
maybe, but I
Right.
mean, a lot of them have been pretty young. I mean, this one's still fairly young too. So
Yeah, it is. It's only got 3 years on it, or about to be.
yeah,
So
Crazy. Time's moving.
I mean, time is moving though, for
Time is
sure.
I know. It was already daylight savings and everything. So that's crazy.
I like it though. It's good. I feel like it's definitely very easy drinking. I feel like this is something maybe like I would almost serve at like a larger gathering.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like it's pretty, again, easy to drink. So people usually, tend to like something a little bit more balanced throughout. Like it's got a little bit of that like sweetness in the background to kind of cut the acidity a little bit, but like it's the acidity in the back is still enough to kind of get your like mouth to water and want to take another sip for sure.
That's why I said like it's not dry. It doesn't leave your mouth with like a dry finish. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it leaves your palate still moisturized.
Most times that's like
Trying not to get an AO on me. You feel me? I had to edit that.
what was I gonna say? Oh, most times like you get that dryness in the back of your mouth is from like the tannins, and most times it's like you find it in red wines. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's good. Good
It's not
choice,
bad.
Tariq.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
not a bad one.
What you got for food today?
It's actually funny because it said it pairs well with roasted chicken, but we got some baked chicken today.
Okay, I mean shit.
And some Velveeta because
You're an addict.
yeah, basically.
Right. He's the addict.
Dead.
But let's get into it, guys. How was
Right.
our weekends? Drew, you want to start us off?
My weekend was good. Went to New York, and I came across the Harry Potter store in New York, and I did this VR experience that was very, very otherworldly, and I would definitely recommend to everybody, every listener that is out there right now listening to MPP.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, definitely.
Yes.
It was crazy because I've done VR before, and it's just like you put the visor on and then you go and do your thing. You got little controllers in your hand, whatever. Cool.
Right.
But this stuff actually, like, they gave you a backpack, they gave you hand sensors and feet sensors,
Oh,
and
shit.
then the visor on top of that.
Oh shit.
And then after, you had to go into this like big room, and it was dark in the room, but like I was still looking around. No bullshit, it literally looked like something out of Saw, because like all on the walls were just like a bunch of fans and like sprinklers though, like nothing crazy though, like. But that's what it made me think of. Like,
Right,
I was just like,
'cause, like, that's
yo,
some
what
next
are we?
shit for
yeah, what are
real.
we in? So they told us.
You're basically just in like a big empty room that
Yeah,
has a bunch of
but it
sensors
had
around.
with a bunch of sensors and shit like that. But like after it had, and then I seen they had like barriers and shit. But anyway, they told us to put on the visor and everything like that. And the first thing we started off on was the 9 3/4 King's Crossing, the train station in Harry Potter. If you know what I'm talking
Okay.
about, shout out to all the Harry Potter fans. But whatever, you gotta run through the wall, and they're like, yo, grab the cart and run through the wall, and you literally have to like walk up to this cart and grab it with your real hands, and like you're pushing it, and you like feel like you're going it was crazy because you're seeing it through the visor, but you're actually feeling it
You're
as
feeling
well.
it.
So like it really got you like into it. There was one part where you're like on the water in a boat, and like those sprinklers, they're sprinkling down on you, and you feel like you're like in the water, and it's crazy because you can
That
see
sounds
everybody
like
that
Disney
was in.
shit.
Like, I'm telling you, it was some crazy shit. Definitely recommend. 10 out of 10, yo. Like, I love that shit.
And it's crazy to think how like so what I just thought about like doing that at Disney, like when I've gone to Disney before and I've had like an immersive experience like that. Like I
Like
was
the
sitting
4D shows and
yeah,
shit,
I
right?
was
Like
sitting in a
the
chair, and like they
Animal
played a
Kingdom
show,
shit.
yeah, and it was like animated, and then you'd get like sprayed with water, or you would feel like bugs like walking underneath you or something, like, but it was just like a machine.
That
But
shit
it's
was
crazy
lit.
how
I
now
know
it's
exactly
like
which
through
one you're
VR.
talking about,
You know what I'm
too.
talking about for
Because
real?
the
Like
one in Animal Kingdom, the Bug's Life one.
yeah,
where
I
at the
think
end,
that's it.
the bug
Yeah.
is like, excuse me,
Yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me, and he touches your butt, and you're like, yo, what the hell? That shit's crazy.
Christ.
But yeah.
Just making a whole mess over here.
Oh my
Jesus.
god. Oh
I
my
know.
god.
Jesus.
Burning
Oh
my whole
god.
shit.
On live though, on IG live.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
But yeah, after that, you already
Okay,
know the outside
okay, guys.
story, which doesn't need to be on MPP. But yeah, like it was good. It was a good experience. It was out in seeing some friends and stuff in Jersey too. So it's cool. I seen Grace. Shout out Grace and Anthony. Caught up with them. Shout out Jover and KT too. They came through. We all smoked, chilled, and ate good food. We had some Spanish food. We had some mangul.
Some mango.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
That shit was fucking fire. And then we had a bunch of other shit. I don't wanna get flamed for not knowing what I was eating, but that shit was fire.
I'm dead. Not get flamed for what I was
Cause
eating.
Grace will deadass chop me up, but like nah, that shit is funny. I had a good time though. It was a great weekend. Can't
Nice.
complain. One of the best.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I love that for you.
That was your whole weekend?
What else did I do? Yeah, really.
That was it, yeah.
I mean, cause last week we did the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm just now seeing you guys. It's been like what, a week?
Yeah.
Basically.
Since I've seen you guys.
Yeah.
My heart is full. Anyway.
I love
yeah.
that. I love that so
What
much.
else? Like I'm thinking about like all the activities. Like, did I encounter
Right,
any
yeah.
crackheads? Like,
Oh
in
my
I mean,
the
God.
neighborhood?
it's New York City, so
Right,
someone
you know
That's
has
what I'm
that.
saying. Like, not. Oh, I also did that Vanderbilt shit. The Vanderbilt immersion, the summit, where you go like 91 stories up and like you see
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah,
city.
yeah, 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 yeah. I know
That
what you're
shit.
talking about.
That shit.
That
was
cool
pretty
ass
lit.
looking building.
Yeah,
Like that shit's
and
like
that,
oh.
and it rotates and shit. Like,
Yeah.
This shit was dope. Had me a little shook though, cause when you're on the elevator, they ask you, they're like, yo, do you have a problem with flashing lights? So I'm like, I ain't no pussy, like what the fuck they talking about? Like, I was like, nah, I ain't got no problems with it. Bro, you get in this elevator and it's called like the air experience. And you literally start on the elevator on the first floor and you just start going up, but you see the number and the number's flying, bro, like literally going by. But the more and more you're going up, it feels like you're literally floating.
Right.
Like, and it's crazy because you get to like the 90th something floor and it's just like, all you hear is the air, like, is soaring, but you
Yeah.
literally feel like you're floating inside of this elevator. And I was like, yo, how high are we right now? Like,
Dead
I'm
ass.
and the
To be on
lights were just,
91st
it was just going,
floor. You're going mad. Fucking
like, that's how the
fast.
lights were, like, flashing and shit. And, bro, like, it was a good time in New York. I'm
That
not
shit
even gonna lie.
sounds
They had some dope shit this year. Like, we gotta definitely do some shit out there. All three of us.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, you know, your casual crackheads coming up to you, entertainment and shit. Went to Queens, chilled out there a little bit. It was good. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright. My
What about
weekend
you?
was
Yeah, sure.
my weekend was pretty good. Not bad. We had Young Nas on the show Sunday, DJing. Missed the
I watched
gunshot.
from my car. I
Yeah.
was like,
What did I make? I was like, what I make?
Meatballs.
Yeah, I did some Asian.
yeah, he
I did
made
some
the
Asian
meatballs,
meatballs.
the Asian meatballs. Y'all be too fucking much with this shit.
No, I did some Asian meatballs. So I tried to do something different. I threw some garlic, some rice vinegar in there. You know, I did ground beef and ground pork. So I don't know. I tried to make it, and then I used the gochujang glaze as the sauce for it. So
That's just something fire.
Sounds mad good for
it
real
was
though.
pretty
But
good.
that shit was
I already
fire.
know that shit fire.
Right,
The
right.
gochujang sauce, you know.
On anything, I feel
Yeah.
like it's so good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Use
It might have. I think like the ginger, I would have to probably work with it more. Maybe like shave it instead of dice.
Okay, or like with your microplane, yeah.
Just because it might have been like just a little bit too much.
Mm.
But honestly, besides that, like it came out pretty good.
What is it that they call it in Asia's in class? Is the GSM or GS?
GMO.
No. It's garlic, ginger,
Oh,
garlic scallions.
Yeah.
GGS.
Oh yeah.
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 Yep. That's their like miracle and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, if you will.
I
And
remember that shit.
then yeah, and then what? I was in New York
Still
Monday
you
and
know,
Tuesday.
I'm fucking dead, bruh.
Yeah, I had class Monday and Tuesday with the kids and stuff like that. But it was kind of rough, honestly.
Why?
I want to hear this.
Yeah. Like,
Well, first of all, everyone knows this New England weather. We're supposed to have this big storm.
Nor'easter,
Sunday night, my cousin and his wife was like, "Yo, we don't think you should come up because like they're saying it's gonna be like 8 to 12 inches and stuff like that." And I'm like, now I'm freaking out. I'm like, well, I already had everything prepped for it, like and good, ready to go. Like I did chicken tacos, so I'm like, I'm good to go. Like I want to do it for the kids and stuff.
Right.
For the kids.
But I ended up going. I ended up going. It was
You should have had them join like your live or something. They're like live.
That's not the same though.
I know. I mean, it's not. I know it's not. But at least some to compensate.
Well,
Like if you can't go, that's an idea. Like for next time if there is a snowstorm.
I don't think they can do that. If they're in school, I don't think they can do that with their phones and stuff. They're not really supposed to have their phones out anyway.
But if they don't have school and like they still want to tune in.
I'd rather have them there, honestly. If they cancel school, I'm just gonna say, all right, we're not doing the class. Yeah. That's fine. But I ended up going anyway, and honestly, there was no snow. It did nothing. It just rained and little flurries.
I didn't go to the gym yesterday because it was supposed to snow, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It started snowing. It got mad cold, and then I was just like, but where's the snow?
Exactly.
Like I still could have gone. Like it was just raining, but
exactly. It did absolutely nothing. But I came up, I went up and stuff like that. But the part that was kind of rough was just the kids, like, they were just a little more chatty this week. Like, they were just, like, Monday's class was just kind of talking, having side convos, a little too much. And then Tuesday's class, like, they were, like, kids having their phones out. And for somehow, like, there were more kids in Tuesday's class this week than normal, and they're in Monday's class. Like Monday's has like 15 kids, Tuesday's has like 10 to 13 or whatever, something like that. But it was like 18 kids or something like that yesterday, and I'm like, where did some of these kids come from? And like, I know they were like trying to like add kids and stuff like that, but it was like, it kind of threw off the class because it was like normally Tuesday like they're quiet, like they'll talk, but they're a lot less quiet than Mondays is.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like. I wasn't really feeling it. And it was just like seeing kids on their phone, trying to get kids to come up and participate. Yeah, then kids like arguing because of like the food and stuff, and I'm like, all right, we can't have that.
What are they? Wait, they were arguing about the food? Like why?
So all right. So there's both classes. There's like you can kind of see like there's like a kid in there that like everyone kind of doesn't like. Like Monday there's a girl in there that like people kind of don't like whatever, but like and she.
Right.
But it's kind of like they just come at each other. But even like the girl will come at like some of them, and they'll come at her. So it's like, all right, it's like okay, whatever. Yesterday there was a kid in there, and I mean I kind of found that he has some little like special needs and stuff like that. I didn't really know, and I mean I wouldn't really even care or mind because I mean I've worked with kids before anyway, so it's whatever. But he was shredding chicken and like. He wasn't really doing it right, but I was like kind of like watching someone else, and then some other girl was like, "Oh, I'll just do it," and then they kind of like started arguing over it, and I'm like, "All right, hold on, like, let's not do that, guys. Like,
pause."
Let's kind of
you had to mediate that shit.
Yeah.
And then like, I was like, guys, like, you know, I was like, no one's doing it wrong. You know, this is how you do it. If you need to, you just pull it apart with your hands and stuff. And then like when we went to everyone was getting their plates and stuff like that. They were kind of arguing with the same kid, like, over the tortillas and stuff. And I'm like, we're doing too much today. Like, we need to kind of take it back and kind of cut some kids out who aren't supposed to be here. Because it's like, I'm trying to get them into...
You're trying to create an interactive, engaging space, but once it gets to be too many kids, like, it's just like, that gets lost in translation very easily.
That too, but I'm trying to get them into the routine of when they come into class... You sign in, get your apron, come to the front off the rip.
Yeah.
Just so we can get started. Into so like I said, like it's 40 minutes of class. So whatever I'm making, I want to be able to get whatever lesson I have out to them and have them still try to cook whatever.
Try to create that sense of urgency so that they understand, like when they first get to the class, it's like limited time.
Exactly.
And you got shit to do.
Exactly. So it's like, and they're starting to get it like, all right, sign in, grab an apron. Come to it. Like some of the kids are starting to get into that, but like when it's like new kids coming in, I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, what's
Yeah.
going on? So like I even like me and like the secretary we talking and stuff like that. We was like, all right, like we need to happen an official list, like so we know who's in the class, and if they're not there, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah, you definitely gotta talk to them about that shit, cause that's not fair to you. You know, like you're going through trying to make sure that this is successful, but they're not setting it up for you properly. From their end. Basically.
it's not. I wouldn't say they're not setting it up properly because they're doing everything they can. As
or
well.
like
Like
yeah, but I mean just like with that specific thing. You know
I
what
think
mean, with that.
it's more of somehow like there was like 80, 90 kids that signed the paper and said either yes or no before the class started. But then it was like every week there's like, wait, what y'all doing in here? I'm like, oh, it's a cooking class. Oh, I want to do it. Oh, it's a freshman. Dang. Or wait, when did they say about this? I'm like, there was a list that went out. It's like some kids somehow got lost, or or they did sign it, but then they're like, well, wait, I did sign up, or oh, I want to do it now because they see food. So it's like now like, all right, well, they're trying to like compensate for some kids, but then trying to see like who doesn't want to do it. And it's like there's new kids in and out, but it's like so it's not
that's difficult to kind of
so it's more of just kids are seeing it and they're like, wait a minute, I want to do this too, or oh, I'm trying to be in that, but then it's like they come in and I'm like, well, you still gotta participate.
Right.
Like I've been teaching them like, just try to teach them like a keyword each week and stuff. Like 2 weeks ago I taught them about like hot equipment, like what we say, like hot and stuff like that. And then I taught them sharp this week when we have knives. So like I'm just like trying to get them to have it like, guys, what equipment? What we got hot equipment. What are we saying? Hot. Yell it. Hot. If I have a knife and I walk by, sharp. Like sharp behind. Like just get them into that flow and that system that we've done ourselves and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's trying to just, even if they don't use it in their careers, but at least they know, have awareness of it, basically. You know what I mean? So
yeah, just for the awareness at all times.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's the growing pains of it, honestly. So it's not the worst thing that happened. And I mean, what? Why are you smiling? I don't know.
Oh my god. I'm trying to be calm today and not spaz out. He just snatched the blunt on my hand.
Oh boy. You're not trying to be violent on your live.
I'm not trying to be violent on my live today. Exactly. That's not.
Everybody that's watching, she's violent. She was about to put her hands on you.
Definitely not.
But no, I mean it's just the growing pains of the class and stuff like that. I mean, and we're still like a month and a half in. So
it's like the first time you guys are doing something like this. I mean, both on I'm good on that. Both on your side and on their side too, as like an educational system, So for sure, I get that.
But I mean, I had them make pico de gallo and guacamole. So I actually had them like.
I was gonna ask you, had them use like knives and shit?
Oh no.
Okay.
I still have to do that myself.
Oh, okay.
They don't want them doing that. They freshmen.
Okay.
No, but I actually had them like just like mix the pico and the guac and stuff like that, and like I had like other kids season it, so I was like, all right, now you gotta taste it, and they're like, whoa, I don't want to taste it. No, it's tomatoes. Like, you made it, you gotta taste it. This is what happens. You make a product, you gotta make sure it's good enough to serve to people. Yep. So that's what we're gonna be doing.
Yep.
Try it, taste it.
Yep.
You made it, taste it. Let's go.
Yep.
So I mean, like some of them were like, all right, I'm tasting, but I'm like. Oh, all right, at least you tried it.
Is it good?
But
is it not good? Like, what do you have to add to it?
But some of them are like, oh, it's pretty good. Oh, I think it needs this and stuff. So I'm like, all right, let's add it. Go ahead and add it and stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, if it's too salty, it's on y'all, all right?
Right.
But it's funny because there was a one of the like secretaries in the office and stuff. She's like, oh, what are you making? I'm like, chicken taco. She was like, oh, save me one. I'm like, I'll try. She's like, no, save me one. And I'm like, literally, so like once the class ended Monday, I like put one aside for her just so like no the kids snatched it or nothing. And I like walked out and like handed it to her. She's like, oh yeah, thank you. Like,
she was not excited for a chicken taco.
The teachers are mad funny, like, oh, what y'all making? Ooh, is there gonna be more? I'm like,
right, like,
yo, there's one teacher that be like, you make steak? Let me know you guys make steak. I'm like, bro, I don't know if we're doing steak. But
we'll get to that point one day.
Keep asking.
Hey,
grill day.
Tell deadass, like tell the school that they need a bigger budget. They'll just cater you for a whole grill day for real.
That's a lot. I don't know about that. But
hey, That skulls though gotta keep going up.
So you're
Yeah.
about to
No,
become a
big shit
teacher,
like that.
watch.
Right.
Yo, it's
All
so,
of it. That
oh, it's
ass.
so crazy because I'm seeing these growing pains and like seeing like the ups and downs of it. And I'm like, bro, why am I teaching kids right now? This
Right.
is, bro. We were ones doing
Right.
this.
Right.
But no, it's funny. And then
It's so
Did you
dope.
ever think that
It's
you would
so
be in
dope.
this position that you're in right now, though?
Yes and
Being,
yes and no.
cooking for
Like teaching.
I mean, I knew I would be like, do like cooking lessons, but I thought it would be like for like adults, whatever. Like they're like, hey, like 5-week cooking lessons, let's make cookies and stuff like that. Teaching kids in actual high school, hell no. like that's the funny part.
Right.
Because I was just thinking that too, because like, it's just, bro, like you said, we were in those footsteps not too long ago. Well, really, it was a little long ago now, but like,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
really not too long ago.
Right.
And just to know from both ends now where you're standing now and where you were at that point, it's just crazy to see both sides. It's
This
just
is
like, yo,
really
like,
crazy for real.
Yo, it's,
Hey yo.
it is
what's
like
good?
it's
Cause
so
you'll be
funny.
like when we were kids and shit, you're like, yo, why is this teacher always bugging? Like,
Yo,
what the
he's
fuck's
bugging
going
out.
on?
Yo, what's wrong with him?
Looking
Like,
out for
Now
But
you're a
it's like-
teacher and you're just like,
you're like,
bro, like,
yeah, that's
these kids
exactly
are gonna,
why.
they're gonna cut their fucking hands off. Like,
Yo, it's
what?
like it's like we
For real.
like we have our phone out and one of our teachers like put it away. Be like, yo, I don't have my phone out, and then I'm like looking at these kids and I'm like, yo, put your phone away. Like, nah, hold on, I'm doing something. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. What do you mean? We're in a lesson. Like
Right.
the kid was like saying I had like some special needs or whatever. He was like, I guess he was doing something on his phone. And I'm like, oh, who wants to come? I need a volunteer. He's like, and he wasn't there last week, so I was like, oh, come up. He's like, and he's just still sitting there like doing whatever on his phone. I'm like, all right, well, you're on your phone, so you can't do it, whatever. Who else? He's like, oh, hold on, yeah, I'll come in right. I'm like, like,
Right.
we're not doing that. Like,
Right.
I can't be that chef for that
Right.
teacher.
Right.
Oh, okay, I'll just sit here and take it because
Yeah,
I'm a bitch.
no. Because I'm a bitch.
No, it's still good. It was fun. And then also I got an event Monday when I was driving up. I actually got an event from someone who was at the event last Wednesday. So I have an event tomorrow coming up for 75 people, which is dope. So
Nice.
I started prep for that today. So
Yes.
I'm gonna be working crazy tomorrow to get that done. So,
Fuck your shit.
Right.
but Kayla,
Fucking dope.
how was your weekend?
Oh my god. Absolutely positively amazing.
Hold on. So your weekend is gonna lead into your topic. So should we start your topic as we finish
Yeah,
the
let's
weekend?
do that. Word, I love it. The lush broccoli for me.
If you guys are on Spotify, if you guys listen on Spotify, you guys will hear our sound effects for
Yup.
everything we say.
Yeah,
and
you
do.
gotta listen
So,
on there.
Okay.
But nah, it was fucking amazing, honestly. Like absolutely, positively, my weekend. And going basically hand in hand with my topic because of course I speak on like spirituality and how to practice that in your daily lives and stuff like that. But actually putting it into practice and seeing it like come to fruition is fucking incredible. So this past weekend, I went to the New England Cannabis Convention in Boston. So it was held at the Heinz Convention Center, and there was like 2 full exhibit like halls full of vendors. That shit was insane. Like I didn't even hit the like every single person that I wanted to, dead ass. Like it was just like so overwhelming. It was so much. And I mean like especially like just getting back into cannabis as well. As you guys may know, I just started with Canna Management a couple of months ago, at the beginning of the year, matter of fact. So just going into month 3 with them, only having like worked maybe like 2-3 events with them, and then literally just basically being like opened the door up to the whole entire like cannabis industry around here, like Massachusetts, New England area, and even like connections from deadass like across the country. It's just insane, and I've been feeling like very grateful for sure. You know, like I feel like I've like it's been a conversation that is like has been had on multiple occasions within the last few days with multiple people. Like earlier, I was on my weekly meeting with Canon Management, and they wanted us to each like talk a little bit about our experiences, and I was just like, I teared up. I literally made like all the girls cry on the team, because like it was just like such a crazy like realization that everything that you work so hard for will come to life. Like I've literally been asking the universe for years to like put me and align me in front of the people that I need to be in front of to be able to get to this next level that I need to get to. And it's literally like I said, coming to life. It was just very overwhelming, very empowering for sure. You know, having to step outside of your comfort zone sometimes to and do things that you haven't done in a long time, or maybe you don't even have really any experience with. I feel like it's a little humbling sometimes too, and always like keeping that in the back of your head, because it's like, damn, like I've gotten so far already, but like there's still so much to learn and continue to do, but yeah, and then even just like with my dad's like anniversary, his 2nd year anniversary coming up, it's like, damn, like I had to go through so much with all of that to like find myself again, to be able to continue to like keep going, and just doing the right thing. But I like wanted to brush up on that, to be honest, and just really have an open discussion on being grateful, and just like being able to reflect, on the things that are going on around. Like, I mean, Tariq, how you're teaching now, it's something that I definitely contemplated on before. Like, even when I was in high school, I thought about that, because I was like, wow, I really love what I do. Like, imagine being able to like share this with other people. But, in the moment, I was too young. I really didn't feel like I had the patience to, or the knowledge even, to be able to share things. But we've gotten to this point where we are there already.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's like, again, so much more to be learned, so much more to like experience, and then continue to share. But I feel like that's what life is.
Yeah.
Because it's like a never ending cycle of that.
It's crazy because, like you said, like, I mean, I feel definitely like I'm most gracious and gratitude for like this opportunity, because it's like, again, we said it's like we never thought we would see. I never thought I would see myself teaching kids, or we never see ourselves
Right.
like in that situation. But it's like even going back to like when my cousin called me about the weather and stuff like that. Like when he was like, oh, like we don't think you should come up, and I'm like, and the first thing that I switched was like that like elementary or like that middle school Tariq was like wanted to always go to school no matter what was going on, like whether it didn't matter. Like I wanted to get to school, I wanted to learn, I wanted to do everything. So it was like I like automatically switched, and I was like, but I have everything ready for the kids to do and learn and like see how it's done. And so I'm like I want to get there. I don't care if I have to drive up in snow. Like I will literally get there to teach them like this meal today. Like
Right.
so, and it's like, and even like one of the girls, like she's like still seeing in mind. She was like, do I still get like nervous, like kind of like teaching them and stuff like that, and like teach in front of like students, and like, oh, is it hard for me to do it? I'm like, it still is. I'm still trying to
still
adjust
learning.
and get comfortable with you guys, and you guys are getting comfortable with me and stuff like that. And definitely I think some of them are, because it's like you can see like I said, like Tuesday class, like kids are talking, but like there's kids that are trying to help you, like they're like shut up, like we're learning. So it's like kids are like really into this. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm really starting to like really see like a different side of like the industry, at least like teaching kids when it's like really fun. Or at least when we were in high school, where it's like we had to learn so much, but it was like we laughed so much with Chef P or Chef Hitzman or Chef Santos. Like
Yeah.
we did so much with them because they taught us and like made it fun for us each and every week. Where it's like I'm getting a chance to do the same exact thing. Like and I'm like, and it's like now, like I remember one time in Florida on my internship, this dude was like, he was like, oh, why do you want to be a chef? Like, what do you want to do? I'm like, oh, catering, I want to make, see the face, like the customers' faces like happy and smile. He was like, well, you're not really gonna see that behind the kitchen. But it's like, what am I doing now? I'm doing these events and getting to see like these people's faces when they try the food, or when I see my sweater or my shirt or the flyers and stuff like that. So it's like, it's really dope that's like it's coming in full circle and it's like
Right.
it's happening now. Like I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know exactly. Like
People
it's
are
really, it
haters,
is
yo.
really crazy. Like it's just like,
No. Like what he was saying, because like the dude that said that to you, like that's such a hater thing to
And,
say.
Right.
Like,
and it wasn't even like
Right.
it wasn't even like a hater thing like that he was. I don't think he was saying it in a hater way, but it's like because when you're in the kitchen, what do you think of? Just you're in a restaurant, you're just serving behind. But it's
Yeah.
like there's so much more to it that like you don't ever see people do it. So it's like especially in 2016, you're like. Nah, you're not really gonna do that. You're gonna be in the kitchen or you're gonna own a restaurant.
Right.
You ain't gonna see nobody. They're not gonna see you and stuff like that. But like,
but I still feel like that's a very closed-minded statement that he
Yeah.
said to you, because like, bro, you don't know. And I've come across that. You've even seen dream crushers in Marriott. Like, bro, they just hated it. They just hated that you had aspirations to want to do more than just work a 9 to 5 and come in there every single day like they have for the past 30, 40 years. And it's just different because, like, I don't know, we've come from a generation definitely where we know how to make money off the internet, bro. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
We,
I mean, it's crazy that we even have access to this shit for real.
exactly. We don't need to go to 9 to 5s, bro. Like, half
Right.
the time, we rather just sit on our ass and get paid from the crib on the internet
Yep.
or a stay-at-home job. That's what we prefer.
yeah.
So it's like,
I feel like that even bubbles down further to just like flexibility.
mhm.
Cause like that's one thing that, like Tariq, when you said like ultimately like loving what you do, you know what I mean, and like being able to like express that, it's just like when people are understanding of like, all right, you got shit to do, like I can do this then, all right, actually wait, let's figure something out, and having that flexibility to say, all right, yeah, I can do this time, or no, I can't do this time. Cause that's just like, I feel like it's so crucial. Like if you're truly trying to like live your passion, do what you need to do, it's like there's so many moving parts to it. And I feel like that's a huge part of like becoming a freelancer too, because I feel like I've like been thinking about that a lot, and it's like that's basically what I'm like trying to move into. It's like from that stable 9 to 5 like paycheck, knowing in that I have that coming in, but like being able to balance that between a few different projects, right? And then like doing so successfully to be able to get to that comfortability of what the 9 to 5 provided, plus so much more than that. And it's just like, it's just hard. It's crazy, but like it's happening.
It's achievable.
It's fucking happening because
you
we're
can
doing this shit
accomplish
anyway.
anything.
Like you just like setting goals and being able to follow through with them. Doing the
and
things that
consistency.
is needed to get to that point.
Yeah.
It's just fucking amazing, honestly. But that was like really the highlight of my weekend. I mean, really, I met so many dope ass people. Just got so many connections and getting, I got my Skillshare class up and running too. So it was
That'd be
fucking awesome. Like,
Throwing
go
tomatoes.
check it out, guys. No, not throwing tomatoes.
I'm just kidding.
Go check it out, guys, because I posted it on Skillshare. So that's like, it's basically think like a YouTube, but like obviously you have to pay for a membership, and it's more like they're like learning classes. But it's just amazing to be able to like post on there. Anybody can post too and like start getting paid for their content. So just amazing. I've actually been thinking about starting a Patreon so I can also sell them on there.
Yeah.
Cause like fuck it, why
Yeah.
not?
Yo, honestly, like you said like earlier, like you thought about being a cooking teacher. You really are with
Right.
Skillshare.
I mean, yeah, I
Like
definitely
you're
am.
putting it online and people
Right.
can go on there and
Right.
like learn like your recipes and how you do it, how you make something. Like
Right.
you're a cooking teacher now, Kayla.
Right, I know. That shit's so crazy. Shout out to Chef Hitzman, that ass, because like I love you, thank you, and like Chef Pete and Chef Santos too, like just all of my mentors in the hospitality industry. It's been an amazing, journey to be able to get. I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without any of them, because like they helped me get to the point where I am now, and continue to escalate on those connections that have opened me up to new opportunities and stuff. But it's just so crazy, guys, like for real. Somebody said congrats to all of your individual accomplishments and joint ventures. Thank you,
so
Ciara.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's just it feels amazing to be able to actually do, you know, what we're meant to do. So
Look at that. We had a live crowd, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
do have a whole
on
live
Instagram,
crowd.
and we're testing out Twitch today. Like, we have a
Yup.
live crowd, ladies and gentlemen. So
We
make sure you guys
getting
get your
shit
Twitch.
done.
And make sure y'all follow us on
for
Instagram.
sure, for real. Like, what? Stop playing with us. Like, we are here to do the thing that has to get done, and that's on what, Drew?
It's on the set.
It's on the set. Guys, that was my topic for today.
All right. Look at
Yes,
She
love
mixed
it.
her weekend and her thing. That's tough.
Fucking
That's
dope,
like a
right?
first.
And
That's an MVP first.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even 14 weeks. It's not like we're like 50 weeks in and she did that.
Hey.
It's been 14 weeks.
14 episodes.
14
so-
weeks, for real. Dude, how long do you think we've been doing this for? Since last summer. It's about to be a whole
Bro,
year,
like
kid.
we was really outside.
We was
with
really
just
outside in my
laptops and
backyard.
Having meetings.
Dead ass.
Laptops and notebooks.
Laptop,
That was
notebooks, still the smoke
Okay.
and the drink.
Kayla over here in Colombia, we over here like trying to FaceTime her with her trash
Yup.
Wi-Fi.
Right.
She over here like, guys.
Right? It was so bad. I'm sorry, y'all. But like, I had like, it was just dope, you know?
No,
like,
that's-
that shit. I mean, like, just to know that, like, I was gone for 5 weeks and we still like had a meeting for 3 of those 5 weeks.
Kept it going.
We had to keep it going. Like, that motivation, that perseverance, that consistency. Just gotta get that shit done, yo.
Exactly.
For real. Love it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the word of the day is stocks.
Stocks, okay.
And we're not talking about money. We're talking about food stocks.
Food stocks.
Stocks is basically unclarified broth that is using vegetables and bones.
Mm.
You only, when you're making stocks, you only use clean bones, no meat that's attached to it, and you're using your mirepoix, and you're using your sachet pieces. So like we've talked about before, your mirepoix, that is your onions, your carrots, your celery. Your sachet pieces, more your herbs and your spices that's in a cloth that's wrapped together. And your bouquet garnis, anything you guys want to throw into your stocks, that is what you guys use. But I actually want to play a little multiple choice game with y'all.
Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
I want to see what y'all know about stocks.
What did he hit me with last time?
No,
Alright,
no,
alright,
Kayla.
alright.
Kayla did.
Veg stock. It takes 30 minutes. To
Yo,
cook.
shut up.
No,
That's the
'cause
game.
I already know.
Shut up. No.
I already know
no,
this shit.
Shut up. That's the game.
I
First
knew
of
where he was going with this.
That's the game. All right.
You thought
That
it
is
was
the
Listen, I
game.
already guessed it.
That is the game, okay? And last week that was Kayla. I was like, Drew, what's gluten?
Right.
Yeah, actually, fuck you.
All right. So so there are many different stocks.
Yes. So one of our viewers on live said she always wanted to be featured on one of your episodes. Chef Tariq. I've been watching the lives from the jump.
Who's that?
Ciara. Let's get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for watching Mixing Up with Chef Tariq every Sunday at 11 a.m. on cheftariq.co. Thank you, we appreciate that.
Yes.
So at least she knows what mirepoix and the stocks are, because we talk about it all the time.
All the time,
you know what I mean?
right? It's culinary terms,
Exactly.
for real.
But alright, so I want to throw out, actually, I'm going to throw out the hours that the stock is cooked for. You have to tell me what stock it is, okay?
Oh god. Okay.
So you have to just guess what stock it is.
This is out of my knowledge.
It is, but
Right.
Kayla, just do your best.
I'm
Drew,
Hey, I'll still probably guess it.
Drew, you better know it. You better know this.
I don't know.
All
I'm
right.
gonna get better than Drew.
All right. All right. First up.
Hey, that's what they say. A pastry chef can be a savory chef, but a savory chef can't ever be a pastry chef.
That's a lie, because I could bake the fuck ass monkey bread.
I'm just
To
kidding,
one shot.
guys.
Okay. All right. So first up, this stock takes 5 to 6 hours.
Beef.
Kayla.
What are the multiple choices?
All
Isn't
right.
there
You
a
just,
multiple choice?
it's not really multiple choice. You just gotta guess one.
So I'm just guessing different proteins at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Beef makes sense.
It is beef. Beef.
Dead asshole.
Beef stocks are typically made for 5 to 6 hours.
Bitch is taking long as hell, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You could go home
All
to
day.
the crib. Literally, they would, when we were making beef stock, they would go home
Mm-hmm.
and leave them bitches
Throw it out on me
Yep.
left, and then morning crew would take it over.
Yep.
Next up, 1 hour.
Chicken.
I was gonna say chicken or fish. Because
No,
I feel like they're light.
no,
Not chicken.
veg stock.
Oh, well,
I thought it was
veg.
30 minutes.
Veg.
You
No,
can do 30 minutes to an hour.
no.
Bro,
Veg-
you can make
veg-
veg stock in 30 minutes. I know that shit for a fact.
You can, but it's gonna be weak. Vegetable stock is 1 hour. I used to make veg stocks literally all the time. No, yeah.
He's looking it up. Hi, Liz.
What it say? What it say?
Bro, I'll pull out my CIA book. I know
I'm
that bitch
dead.
says
He's
30
looking up the
minutes to an hour,
facts.
bro.
All right, next one. 8 hours or more.
Ah, shit. That's a
Some crazy animal.
Take a guess, Kayla.
I don't know. I really wish you would have made this multiple choice for real. You
I know.
played my shit to read because
I
you
know.
said it's multiple choice.
I know.
No, it's not.
Look, I'm a teacher. This is what we do as culinary teachers.
Oh my god, this is a pop quiz, kid. What you mean?
Drew, he's struggling right now. What is it, Drew? Drew, you know this. What is it? Come on, Drew.
I really don't.
Oh my goodness. Veal stock.
I was gonna guess Bill.
Veal,
too.
that was that's the longest one.
Veal stock takes the longest. It is
I was
8
like,
hours.
it's gotta feel like.
Like when we say like beef stocks, like you can just leave overnight. Veal stocks, you leave it overnight.
Yeah, you have to.
Like you can put that on in the morning. You still let that go till the next morning,
Yeah.
basically. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking veal because beef, veal.
Right, kind of, sort of,
But it's
but
a
like
baby.
that's why I was like, I feel like some crazy animal,
Yeah,
like
I was-
bison or some shit. You know what I
I even
mean? Like
thought moose. So I was like,
moose like that, right? But like
Where's
baby
that
cow.
from? All right.
No, veal shanks are fire though.
Veal shank.
Mhm.
Braised veal shank.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fall off the bone.
Mm.
Fuck that baby cow.
Damn.
On the live too, Jesus Christ, dude.
Next,
I'm canceled.
next
He's
up,
canceled.
3 to 4
What's
hours.
up, guys?
Next 4 hours.
Yes.
3 to 4 hours. Fish or chicken? I feel like
Fish.
we haven't gotten either
Chicken.
one of those. Chicken.
It's
yeah.
chicken. 3
Yeah.
hours.
Fish is
So what
two-
is fish?
two-
Like 2?
one.
Fish,
1 to 2.
fish is more like 45 minutes because you want to use like less oily.
So the
fish is normally because
wait, so like the hour could have also been like fish, because it's like 45 minutes to an hour. I feel like it's
Our
always
notes
a
that we
range,
took
you
in
know what I
school
mean?
were-
It's always really like
I
a
feel
range.
like alright, this is a fact though, what I'm about to say. I feel like every other teacher
Had a different-
had a different thing
one.
because like literally Swartz, that motherfucker
Swartz-
told us 30 minutes to an hour is veg stock, bro.
Yes. So again, like you just said, like I mean, every teacher will leave it on for a different amount of hours, and they'll tell you different hours and stuff like that. But I was always told, all right, fish you can cook that off easily. Like fish stocks and fish foumet,
Yeah, when you're
That's
cooking
easy.
fish bones and all
like
that
because it's
stuff.
fish bones,
Yeah.
they're a lot lighter and like
Yeah.
smaller, so you can get that done faster. Veg stock, just throw all your veg and just let it go. You can leave that on for an
Boil.
hour. Just
Mhm.
it's an hour. Like you can throw whatever veg in there you want. Some
Scraps
Yes,
too.
scraps.
You can throw the scraps in.
and there's some veg you shouldn't throw in, but like there's majority of the veg, throw it in there.
Yeah.
And the standard ones like chicken, beef, veal, it's 3, 5, and then like 8 hours. So it's
Okay.
like, but like veg stock and fish, I mean those are the quickest ones.
Yeah.
So, and then I also had stock versus beef because there are differences between them. Yes, they're both basically the same thing, but
Wait, you said what versus what?
stocks versus beef broth.
Broth.
I
You
say
said
beef.
beef.
I
Yeah,
said
I was
beef.
like, what the fuck?
Same.
Stocks versus
I'm
broth.
like, hold on a minute, because like.
Yeah, stocks versus differences are broths
And-
use you can season your broths. You don't season stocks. You put your sachets and your mirepoix in there, but you do not salt them basically. Broths, you can salt them, it's fine. Especially because broths you use for like soups automatically. Like stocks you can use for everything else.
Mhm.
broths also use meat and the bones.
Bones, yeah.
So where you can literally have like chicken
Whole
chunks
chickens.
on the bone still. You can throw it in there for your broth. Where stocks, the bones gotta be clean. Like,
Just the bones, yeah.
literally.
Broth usually is gonna be cloudier.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be broths are thinner too. Like they tend to be a little thinner than what chicken stocks are. So, I mean, those are just some of the differences between stocks and broths. But stocks are really big. It's really big in the industry. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you don't realize it until you actually go out and start working, and you're like, oh damn, we gotta make stock. Damn, I thought I got away from that.
Yeah, like
Or like when you're on like a resort or a hotel and like you have a saucier who's making stocks all day,
and different sauces.
and then like
Like,
everyone's
different
coming to pick up
sauces.
like, yo, I need this one, I need this one. It's like, god damn, we got
Right.
kettles going all over the place. Or like people dropping off, yo, I got some veg for stock, you need it? Like, damn, alright, cool. But that's our word of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Stocks and broths.
Cool.
Stocks
Yeah.
versus
Love that.
broths. So
Yeah, that was a good one.
Kayla,
You guys are
Very
doing good
informative.
today.
Kayla, you got an A on your
Yay.
quiz. Drew,
Can I get an applause for that?
you can get an applause. You can get an applause.
Yay.
Drew,
How's she got an A?
she tried, you know.
Hey,
She-
if like I said,
I literally
it's
got
because
the
you
first
didn't give
one.
me the multiple
I got the
choice.
first
Had
one
you given
and
me the
nothing
multiple
was
choice,
said.
I would have gotten that shit.
I literally
fucking
guessed
right.
the first
Dead
one
ass.
off bat. Nothing was said. Nothing. No acknowledgement. Nothing.
Drew,
you get an F. Like what, bro?
Drew, you get an F, okay?
See, look.
And you get some booze for that, alright?
Whatever.
You should know this.
Yeah,
you
whatever.
should know this. Oh man, yes, that's the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah,
Love that.
what's the word on the street?
A word on the
Chef
street?
Drewski.
Alright. So today the word on the street. Thank you, Logan. Today the word on the street is going to be another wonderful open discussion.
We love it. That's
But
Right,
with my
right.
open discussions, you know, I want to put you in the driver's seat. You feel me? I want to give you that POV. Ayo, what the fuck? No, POV. I'm thinking. Anyway, that driver's seat.
You get one just
Yo,
for
what the
precedent.
fuck?
Not knowing
That
the
driver's
precedent.
seat point of view. You feel me?
Um,
So all right, look.
So before you explain it, now that we have some people that's on live with us, it's gonna be an open discussion with you guys as well. What do you guys think when he throws up the question? So, continue.
All right. So all three of us go out, right?
Mhm.
We go to like Del Frisco's, nice little steakhouse. You feel me? On Seaport. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Go out for a nice little lunch. We all got bread in our pocket. What a We order steak. Tariq, because we're gonna make Tariq the victim. Tariq,
Tariq.
Make me the victim.
yes, orders steak medium rare.
And this is how I order it too.
But when it came to the table, it was medium well. So you know Tariq being the nice guy that he is, he's not gonna say much, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
But we're like, yo, they didn't cook it right. We
Right.
should send it back.
Right.
So Tariq's like, alright, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna send it back. He sends it back. He's like, can you guys cook this right? They cook it correct, bring it back to the table.
Mhm.
He eats his meal. Check comes, you know, they split it down the middle, you feel, 3 ways, you feel me? Because, like,
We a team.
we
a
a team, you know? Like, we
Right.
ain't getting endorsements yet, we ain't getting our bills
Right.
paid off by
Hey,
all
let
these
us know.
companies and
Hit
shit.
us up.
We got money.
That ass.
We got money to blow. We trying to ball out at that Frisco.
No cap. But anyway, the bill comes to the table, right? And me and you, we're charged with 1 steak, but Tariq got charged with 2 steaks. Now we all looking at Tariq like, damn, we know you sent that other steak back. They should have comped that off your thing,
Right.
like taking it back.
That ass.
But the restaurant is insistent that you pay for the 2 steaks. Now my question is, does Tariq pay the bill or does he not pay the bill?
Is that the official question or is it like?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Kayla started.
Oh God. I don't know, Tariq. Do you? Do you pay the bill or do you not pay the bill?
Now us being on both sides, because we've been customers in restaurants and we've also been in back of house.
Yep.
And we know the struggles of when people send back dishes. That is the number
Yep.
one hateful thing that
Right.
that you could probably do to the kitchen,
But
especially
like,
when they're
unless you
slammed.
real fucked up. But even then, at that point, why would the food even go out if it's that fucked up? Like, no.
But it's steak.
Anyway.
It's steak. People make the mistake. People that don't know what they're doing usually
Yes.
make the mistake.
And if they don't cut the steak before, they don't
to
know.
see what
They
they're
won't,
doing.
they won't know.
Even when they cut the steak and they see it, they're like, oh, well, he'll be alright.
Yeah. So
I don't,
are you?
yeah.
I'll start it off.
Go ahead.
Honestly, take it off the bill.
You don't have to.
I understand, because again, you said like we've been on both sides of it, so we understand like the pressures of getting food sent back. I had a situation. I mean, not this particular situation, but I don't like to send food back at all. So like, if there is something wrong with the dish, I don't send it back. I'll just, if it's if there's not enough seasoning, if something, I don't send. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm honestly, you picked me because I was honestly the right choice because I don't send food back. But the one time I did, so I mean, look, here's this story. We
Right.
went to Sage. It was for Geraldo's birthday, like I think 2020 or like 19, right? Was it 21? It was 20. Okay, 21. We went for his birthday. We went. It was us. He had his sisters and stuff like that. Like it was like a good like 10 of us there. Like the gang was there for him. I mean, and you know we got apps. You know, apps are good and stuff like that. We got our entrees, and I ordered like lobster mac. And when it came out, it was orecchiette pasta, which I was like, all right, cool. I haven't seen this since Italy and stuff. But when I took a bite, the pasta was literally undercooked. Like it was still raw.
No.
I couldn't eat it.
It was crunchy.
And I'm
I don't
like-
want my pasta crunchy.
And
the
I'm
fuck.
still-
like the other day. I had a horrible. Sorry to cut you, Tariq, but I had a horrible like dining experience in Boston too, and like a strained cocktail was dead ass crunchy. Like I don't want a strained cocktail to be crunchy. The fuck, like I don't want little shards of ice in there. What is that?
Okay.
That was just so. It reminded me of.
But
that.
again, I was like,
I bougie, bro.
No, this food was like I left a pretty bad review, and like I feel bad for them, but like they need like
Over the strained
Something.
cocktail.
no, it was all of it.
Oh,
Like as
so
soon
the
as
whole
we
thing
walked
was bad.
in,
The food was
the
horrible.
employees dead ass like the vibe that they were giving off was like it was not it. They did not want to be there. Like none of them like had no enthusiasm in being there, and it literally reflected on like the energy in the space and through the food.
Where was this?
It was in Boston. It was like a last minute tapas spot that we ended up going
What was
to.
it called?
I think like Estragon or something like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was just like the food was either like most of the food didn't taste like anything. And if it tasted like something, it was too overpowered. So like we got mashed shit too. We got like croquettes, like ham and cheese croquettes. That shit tasted too much like nutmeg. They put too much nutmeg in there. But then like the calamari didn't have no flavor really,
No
like barely.
Shit was
We
falling
got
off.
some like toasts and like one was supposed to be like it was like shredded like pork shoulder and pork belly and like a bunch of other shit. Didn't taste like anything. The toast was soggy bread. Like it didn't have a crunch to it. Like it was just like a mush. I was like, oh my god.
That's
Like my
nasty.
taste buds are still suffering. Like oh
Yeah.
That's nasty.
my god.
But yeah, so I mean, I took a bite of the pasta and stuff like that. It was undercooked, and then I was like, damn, I can't eat this. And I tried to take another bite, just like I won't send it back because I understand the pressure of it. Like, and I was like, yeah, I can't do it. I like actually had to send it back. I was like, I need another one. And they sent me another one. Even that one was like, it was a little better, but it was all right. But I mean, just getting back to the steak. As a chef, you made that mistake.
Yeah.
So
You own it.
you
Yeah,
have to
exactly.
you have to own that and be like, take it off. Now, if because I've seen this before too, a customer say, "Oh, I want a medium rare," and it's not medium rare, and then you send it back and you be like, "This is literally medium rare." No, you send that back.
Yeah, then
you
at
send
that point, they're
No,
just
at that
being
point,
like
it's
assholes, right?
you're gonna pay for this because there's a lot of times where customers just try to get off and get free stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's literally like, yo, like.
If it's legit, yeah.
Like, all right, comp that first one because you did it wrong.
Right.
Like, honestly, like that's just me. That's in my opinion.
Yeah. Same. I agree.
That you just piggybacking off of.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be Chef Tariq, so why not?
No, yeah, I totally agree. I feel like if it's the kitchen's fault, then for sure. Like I said at the beginning, you shouldn't have even put that shit out.
Nigga, what was that comment? Did you hear? Like, I'm still stuck on what the fuck he just said. Like,
I'm dead.
what?
I'm
Anyway.
dead. Yeah, nah, that's just crazy. I don't.
Yo, Drew reacted so late to it.
I was like,
No.
I'm like thinking like, wait, what did this nigga just say?
I'm fucking dead.
Drew,
But yeah.
Drew, what's your opinion?
You paying for that steak?
That ass. No, the kitchen.
You're saying for both?
You paying for that? You ordered
Why?
it, you take it.
No.
No.
What y'all mean no?
Because he didn't ask for two
What y'all
steaks.
mean no?
He didn't ask for two steaks. He
No.
asked for one steak to be cooked correctly,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't get it correctly. So
Right.
again, that's your fault for
Mm-mm.
doing that.
You know why?
Why?
Steak ain't cheap. And y'all know what food costs mean.
And that means
You
absolutely.
cutting labor costs already too. You think we could
That's
just
that ass facts though. It's
give
fucking
out
tough.
steaks? Come on now, we trying to keep money in our pocket. Shit, we gotta feed families as well. We can't just feed all y'all. We gotta go home and feed families too. So we gonna have to go home with some bread in our pockets. You gonna pay for them steaks.
Okay, but hold on. So, so you're saying because steaks aren't cheap, which they're not, labor costs be high, so you want to make sure you cutting everything you can. But you're saying that because a steak is high and you messed up on that steak because it's still your fault, the customer got to pay for it. And this is the one time they not being rude.
No.
They
Ain't nobody said the customer wasn't being rude or nothing.
But
We didn't include no attitudes.
okay, so was there an attitude to it though?
What does that have to do with anything?
I mean,
This is
honestly,
an
that
open
does-
discussion.
I
He
mean,
can have an attitude, he cannot.
that does a lot.
In
because
your
honestly-
persuasion, he has an attitude?
No, I'm saying if a customer comes in and they got a bad attitude, they over here trying to like get some free food off of you and stuff like that.
Mhm.
No, you paying for that stuff. Like,
How okay, I get that.
But
So
if-
how do we know that this said man wasn't one of those?
did it say it in the article?
Nah, he paid for the steaks.
He
In the
paid
article.
for it. He like
In
even
the
though he
article.
argued about not paying for it.
No, he argued amongst his friends like we're doing right now. And
But he didn't say that-
he was a nice guy and he just paid the thing.
No.
The
I'm-
restaurant insisted.
No.
And
I
they were like, no,
No.
you're paying for it, and he paid for it.
okay, so
Sarah said that most waiters will ask you to cut into the steak before you leave the table. I def want to get it taken off the bill, but if it becomes too much of an issue, I'll pay. Never go back
See?
and leave a Google review. Yeah, same. Like that, and that's what I did
Hey,
pretty much at the restaurant I went to
so
this
so
weekend.
that so
I
her
ate everything. I was like, this shit is trash. I
So-
still paid for it less.
So that explanation is fine. Yes, like a lot of times people just be like, okay, you know, I'll pay for it and leave a bad review. But
And that's what the restaurant is expecting you to do. You feel me? Like,
no, but as a customer,
I
and
feel
there's
like I
definitely
would never
and there's
want
definitely-
anybody to leave my establishment
Especially-
and
so-
leave me a bad review.
so
like that
okay,
is not my last resort.
And that-
Hell
but
no.
that's
Or
not
my
some
first
people's
resort
no,
either.
so, okay,
But
hold on,
exactly, that's not what
so
the
I'll,
solution is. Period.
so I'll throw this scenario at you. So if we go out and like, you know, we're struggling college kids, we're like, you know, we have some money, guys, let's treat ourselves, let's go to this nice restaurant, and then this happens to us. Why are we paying for two steaks when we don't have it like that? We're trying to save up for other things. We want to treat ourselves for this one night, but our experiences were ruined because the cook cooked one steak wrong, and then they try to give us a bill that was doubled. No.
I can't even elaborate with you on that topic because first off, I was broke as hell in college with y'all, and I know for damn
Okay,
sure we
exactly.
wasn't going out to no steakhouse unless it was Bounty or Bocuse. So what is you
Exactly.
talking about, bro?
Exactly. So if me and
Yo.
you went out to a restaurant and they said, "Yo, here's your steak," and it was wrong and they didn't comp it, bro, that's on them.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it doesn't matter if I leave a bad review or not. Like, you messed up on that steak. even if I cut into it and it's hey, this is not pink, this is almost dry, bro, you gotta take that off. That is your fault. You cooked it too long.
Yeah.
In realization, I just said disagreed with you for the sake of the argument, but of course, yeah, like what the fuck? The customer's always right. Like for
No,
real,
right,
I'm dead
no,
ass. The
no,
customer's
but
always
dead
right.
ass, that's-
I disagree
that's
just to
sales
have that
in
little
general.
elaborate part, but like dead ass. The customer is always right. It doesn't matter
No.
what type of what you're serving
No,
up.
because
anything
let's
like
be
that.
honest, they're not
And
always right.
let's okay.
They're not always
They're
right.
not
but
always
they
right,
are
but
always right.
The reason
They're
why you're
always right to give them the
Right.
Listen,
good
listen.
experience of it, but they're not always right on
no,
it.
at the end of the day, you're serving hospitality.
Yes. You're
So
serving experience.
regardless, you are trying to ensure the experience of the guest that is coming into your establishment, and you want to
Facts,
ensure
yeah.
that they experience the best thing, and you hold the utmost quality in your food that you're serving to this guest in order for them to come back.
Exactly.
That is your goal.
Yep.
So regardless, I have worked at where I just came from. They literally did any and everything, bro. Like when I'm telling you, I would make an avocado toast and it would get sent back and they would be like, oh, the customer wants it cut in fours.
Dead ass. Nah, but it would.
I
get
would
to
have
that
to
point.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have to sit there
Yeah.
with a busy breakfast line and cut this damn avocado toast
You right.
in four.
Yeah.
You right.
There were times where I would literally send out a chicken Caesar salad, and they would send that shit back, and they'd be like, "Can you chop up everything
Right. And mix it all together.
and mix it all together?"
And at that point, you definitely should charge.
What
for
are you,
everything.
5?
And
But because I work here, I have
yo, he looked right into the camera. What are you, 5?
to. Like dead ass though, like
Fucking dead.
the type of requests that we would get were ridiculous, but
Yeah.
it's like. For us to ensure that this customer comes back and doesn't leave our establishment and give us a bad review, we gotta do it.
That.
They say jump, we say how high.
Yep.
And that shit is not right sometimes.
In that sense, you are definitely right to charge them anything and everything and double it because they'll get it perfectly how they asked for it and they'll say, oh, can you cut this into tiny bits like I'm a baby? Sure, you can definitely do that. But a clear mistake like that, you gotta be like, we're sorry, we made a mistake, we'll comp that for you.
Okay.
Because there's two sides of that. It's
I feel
that
like it's like the moral side and then the side of where it's like y'all said, just like wanting to get extra shit.
mm-hmm.
Like and be like
Conniving and
There's-
Yeah.
malicious.
Honestly,
Yeah.
there's levels to it. There's the
Right.
people who honestly are being truthful, like, hey, like this was wrong. There's the people who just trying to get the free stuff, and then there's the people who have money and want to take advantage of it and make you do literally every single step of it. Like you say, oh, cut my avocado toast in 4 after it was already sent out, and you busy as hell, and you really want this in 4s?
Right.
Okay, fine, charge them more, and of course because they have it, they'll pay for it.
Nah, you're not charged. That's not what's going on there.
But
you're not getting charged more. The reason why though, I do say this too. The reason why we had to jump through hoops for our guests too is because they are paying a membership.
yeah.
That's
Again,
So,
it
like,
depends
that's
on
it.
like
That's
the type of
that's also
establishment
separate.
too,
like
yeah.
you said, it's the establishment. So if you're working at a private club like I was working at, and these people are paying thousands and thousands of dollars just to walk in this bitch, you're gonna have to do what they want you to do.
Mhm.
If they want you to shit in the floor, you're gonna have to ask where.
I
Like,
mean, not
not literally, but like that's
yeah.
what I
Jesus.
Yo, I just love
Right. Yo, Turner's in the chat. What's up, Turner?
Yo, what up, Turner?
Hey,
Yo, shout out Turner, yo.
I was about to say, well, if you had a Michelin star restaurant and you paying $100 for your 3-course meal just the food alone, and they mess up on that steak, and they send out a $200 bill for you,
Yeah.
is that right for you to pay?
Bro, first off,
I'm gonna be fucking.
I'm not going to
I'ma
no
just be
restaurant.
heated that I had to
I'm-
go through that whole situation.
Hold on, Kayla, hold on. Well, it's not even about that. Because we came in this bitch with some bread. I already knew off the bat y'all was gonna pull some monkey donkey shit on me, you feel me? So like, you come to me talking about, oh, we're charging you for 2 steaks? Bet. Count money, bitch. Throw that shit on the table, we out.
Nah.
we out. Because money ain't a problem for the MPP, you feel me?
Yeah.
Money's not a fucking, and that's on the what? That's on the what, bro?
It's on the set.
That's on the set. Stop playing with
I'm
me, bro.
fucking dead.
We coming into Del Frisco's, we coming into Ruth Chris, we coming into any steakhouse near you, bro. And we throwing money on the table, bro. And we telling them count money, bitch.
Count money, bitch.
Oh.
Yo, what's in this wine you gave me?
That's how you know Drew don't be drinking for real. He said, "What's in this wine?" I'm mad I can't.
It's like, nah.
Terry, you forgot about the food? Oh
Nah,
my
I was thinking
goodness.
about to burn down my kitchen, bro.
That ass, right?
I never would forget.
We got some like baked chicken going right now in the oven for us to eat. Grub the devil on.
I would never forget. Why would I do that?
Nah, never ever.
I wouldn't
You're a
give y'all.
professional chef, Tariq.
Exactly. I wouldn't give y'all, overcooked chicken and then charge y'all for it. Like,
Right, exactly. Wasting my time for real.
I'm freaking dead. But yeah, Drew.
We have a question. Have y'all ever tipped the chefs? Like, have had
That's-
such a good meal and tipped the server, but also
That's a
asked to tip
great
the chef?
question.
I've been on that end in back of house and gotten tipped, and remember what happened with that. Fuck the Quinn. But because they overcharged me. Remember they overpaid me with that shit.
It was
But, like,
crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I've never tipped back of house personally.
I've never done it for back of house, and honestly, back of house should get tips. Honestly, we're gonna have to have that discussion about front of house versus back of house anyway, so we'll probably do that soon. But no, I haven't.
I haven't either personally, unless it's been a part of the check, and I didn't know type deal.
Like the
Like
gratuity.
gratuity
the
tip,
kitchen,
yeah.
Kitchen appreciation fee.
But yeah,
That's a good question.
I feel like the back of the house definitely should get tipped too, because like we're the ones basically like making the food that's completing the experience. Because like the front of the house person is doing like more of the one-on-one interaction, but like you're creating the experience with
In
like
a nutshell,
the
no
senses
bullshit.
of your food, the
We're the reason
site,
you
etc.
We're the reason you're coming though.
Yeah, I mean of
Mhm.
course, like
For the food.
the food gotta be good for you to come back. Like
Yeah,
the person, the server can be amazing, but if the food is not good, I'm not going back there. I'll be like, yo, hit me up when you're working at another restaurant for real. Like
I
that's
definitely I definitely want to save that this conversation for when we do front of house versus back of house, because there's so much we can get into.
When are you gonna
Definitely.
have that
I mean,
conversation?
true.
We might have to have that next week, honestly.
Okay.
We might have to have that
Looking
next
forward
week.
to that then.
We might have
On
Because
the
Front
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 of
of
house, back
Yeah.
versus back of house.
front of house versus, because there's so much we can get into.
Okay.
A lot of that.
Drew show, and we're having Pisco sours.
Is that what you're making next week?
Pisco sours.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Pisco sours. That's what
Okay.
we're having next week.
Pisco
Okay.
sours.
All right.
Yum.
Is Drew? That's the word on the street.
That is the word on the street
Word on
with
the
your
streets.
boy Drewski and Lil Jon himself.
All right, guys. Let's get into our topic for today, which is another great discussion, and it's the pink sauce.
The pink sauce. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
The pink sauce?
Yeah.
That shit that got that chick made and she
Mhm.
got shut down.
Yeah, the pink
Mhm.
sauce.
Didn't she get almost arrested for that shit?
I don't know. Did she? Well, let's see. All right.
Bro,
So
that shit's nasty.
okay. So first of all, shout out to Dominique
Back of house
for.
does bust their asses more.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Stay tuned for that episode.
Yeah.
Come back next week.
Yeah,
We
come
wanna
back
have
next
a
week
real
because we'll
conversation.
definitely,
Yeah, so shout out for Dominique for requesting us to talk about this one, because she sent me a video on
Yes.
Twitter where the chef made dragon fruit pasta,
That's-
dragon fruit Alfredo.
Did y'all see what I sent to the chat
What?
when I was like, "Why this remind me of yeah"?
Yeah.
Oh, the pink.
That's
And it was
exactly
that.
what.
It was
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like we
so
automatically knew that.
this is the video. I'm showing y'all the video.
Shorty's boiling her pasta in like water with like chunks of dragon fruit, so it dyed the pasta pink. Now she's like melting butter, till it's brown, adding like heavy cream, a bunch of spices and shit, and then more dragon fruit at the end, basically.
I would not eat that.
I wouldn't really either. I feel
Dragon
like
fruit pasta with cheese and cream.
I don't know.
Sound
I don't
like my
know.
stomach gonna scream.
I don't know. Like
Dragon fruit pasta.
I don't know.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit doesn't really taste like anything to me though. Like so, I feel like I might even almost like try and like use it in a savory application. But that pink sauce, I don't know about that pink sauce because see that's the actual topic that we're talking about today. The pasta I might be able to do some sort of variation like that on it, and like if I wanted to do like something dyed. But that pink sauce though, that shit is sketchy as fuck.
Bro,
I don't know.
first
So
off-
shorty she became like TikTok famous and shit off this pink sauce. But then like customers started complaining that like they were getting their bottles and they were like expanded and shit because like there's bacteria that's growing in that shit because she's not using like the proper like handling techniques to make like a sauce that's for consumption purposes, and it was just like mad weird. I was like, I don't know.
The fact that she displayed it on that plate,
That play was horrible
that
too.
plating
That plate was
style,
horrible.
I'm not. First off, I am not a fan. You already
Sierra
know.
said yes. That video gave me the icky and anxiety for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I'm not a. I have a weird phobia about eating near plants or like having plants like hanging above me while I'm eating or anything. Cause I just have like a weird thing about that.
Plants.
Plants.
Like
I
having
can't-
like actual plants on the
I
plate and
can't.
stuff.
I can't eat. I can't. Well, that or like if you have like actual like plants like hanging or like anything like that.
What about like little
I can't
flowers
eat.
on a table?
Nah, I don't fuck with that.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, no, there were too many flowers on that plate, so I'm not eating it.
Yeah. All right.
Don't.
I mean,
So-
I've made a like pull apart cupcake cake before, and I used edible flowers on it to decorate it.
Like edible flowers are cool, but like when you have like foliage like around,
If
like,
you have like daisies,
like
on
I
the
just
plate-
what I'm paranoid about.
He said
is-
daisies on
You
the
got-
plate.
you got
Like,
daisies on the plate.
What I'm paranoid about, and it's a weird little phobia, but what I'm paranoid about is there being like bugs
in your
on
food?
the plate,
Yeah,
on
like
the
falling
plant
on
or
there
something,
yeah.
falling on my food, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's my only.
Is
like,
that how
phobia.
you feel about
And it's
eating
a
outside?
rash. Yeah, I don't.
Period.
You already know that. Y'all knew that though. Like
I didn't know that actually.
We never ate outside.
We
I mean,
Yeah.
cook cookouts, but I mean,
Yeah, cookouts.
you
okay.
come late to cookouts.
I
so
come
it's-
late and
Yeah,
I'll
so you
always
didn't
eat
even really
inside
eat.
because
Yeah, you do eat
I'll,
inside.
Yeah, I'll
That's
heat up my food
crazy,
inside.
kid. What the
I'm
hell?
not. See, y'all are
For
peeping
real?
shit. They're putting shit together now. They're like, oh shit.
Oh
this-
shit.
But yeah, I don't
Figuring
fuck
you
with
out.
that shit. Yeah, like
All right.
I don't. Like,
So, what is pink sauce? This is from a site, the Spruce Eats. I mean, this is like the actual like.
Let him do his thing.
She did a great explanation of it, but it's basically her name is Chef Fee from Miami, Florida. It says she's been whipping up this sauce for clients for more than a year and blew up on TikTok. She dressed it with fried chicken and vegetables, French fries. Use it as dressing for salad, lamb. Put it on burgers from McDonald's, and then it basically says the ingredients that are in it is dragon fruit, sunflower seed oil, honey, chili, and garlic. This looks gross, bro. And the biggest issue was when people were buying because they're like, oh, like this is the dope. I want to support a small business that's doing something. When customers were getting it, the sauces would be warm as hell, so they were getting sick. They were different colors. So like it was some that were light pink, some that were dark pink, some that were orange. Like so people were literally like getting different.
Look at, like more. Look at like all of the ingredients. Just show does it have that information? Can you see it?
No, the nutrition. And then they said she was lying on the nutrition
Yeah, that
package
was
and
something
stuff
else
like
that
that,
I did here too.
which is like
I want to see the ingredients. Alright.
It's on the other one.
is
One of the
does
other
it
pictures. I think that one. Ingredients got right there.
does it is it oh you can't your thing isn't touchscreen, isn't it? Huh?
No.
You can't zoom in. Goddamn.
Oh my bad. Fucker.
Dragon fruit puree. What?
Canola oil.
Canola
Canola
oil.
oil, that just
coconut
said-
cream.
That
lighter
just
sugar
said
distilled,
sunflower seed oil.
white vinegar, garlic, maltodextrin, ranch flavor, and then a bunch of salt, spices, xanthan gum, titanium dioxide, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, citric acid, and calcium disodium. There we go.
EPTA. contains coconut. That
Well,
sounds.
she had to like
and stuff, but it was like, bro, like you really gotta do your research when you do
when
this.
you
Like,
do something like this.
like even right now.